What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our barn talk at Hidden Oaks Homestead. I'm Chip.
I'm Nicole.
And it's Nicole, and we are enjoying a beautiful Friday afternoon.
Winter day, I guess spring day. It feels like it's spring outside.
It's still winter.
Technically it is,
but not, it feels
not
great.
In Florida.
It's a little windy today. The kids are in school. It's just Nicole and I out on the farm, just trying to get stuff done, and we're squeezing in a little talk with you guys today.
Little update. We've been behind, so we kind of feel a little bit guilty because we haven't really updated you guys in a while because, you know, life.
Nicole's been out of town
Again.
This week. She's been in Phoenix, so I've been struggling to keep the farm going and to keep the children alive while Nicole's been gone. It's always...
I like to throw it at him every now and then just so that he is reminded how lucky he is to have me around.
And I never argue it. I never do. But I definitely feel how lucky I am when she's gone. It's definitely a wake-up call, like, this is what it could be like.
Yeah.
All the time if I didn't have her.
All the things.
And then I think she just takes little 5-day mini vacations for herself just to remind me when I get out of hand of what life could be like.
I wish. These conferences are exhausting. That's what I do when I'm out of town. I either go on plant visits or I go to conferences, and it's a lot of peopling and a lot of networking and a lot of hours. So I am exhausted, and I'll tell you what, I was so happy. I came home yesterday and Chip cooked, and he treated me to a home cooked meal, and after eating hotel food for a week, I'm not even kidding, it was like a 5-star gourmet dinner.
You're welcome.
It was so
You're
good.
welcome, my lady.
I was literally at the table eating, like, oh my gosh, this is so good. This is so good. Just home cooked food after a week of being gone was amazing. So, yeah, but I'm back.
And big news, we've been talking about it for too long, but we have finally got the rest of the pasture finished for the cows.
And it's gonna be gorgeous. It makes, like, for me, it makes such a big difference already just with the layout of the land. We haven't moved them out yet because we're waiting for it to green up a little bit more, make it worth our while. But it already makes the whole place look so much better because it actually looks like we have a yard now around the house. Yeah. Because there's fencing up for
it's starting
the
to like
pasture.
set boundaries for our backyard as opposed to just being wide open.
Yeah, so this really kind of sets the tone for more beautification around the place where, you know, we got our pasture land, we got the farm stuff, and then we got the house. And now I feel like we can actually work on more of an orchard and more, you know, landscaping and prettying things up. And it's just, I'm super happy with how it turned out so far. But now he's got the taste for building fences, and we're already talking about more fencing. Yeah,
we're gonna look for another spot for goats next. There's a lot more fencing that I want to do, but we're not really truly done with this fence just yet. We got to put the gates on. We have the gates. We got to put them on and get them secured and everything. And I want to run electric wire around the inside.
Just to keep them off of it.
And we got some T-posts. We got about 30 T-posts we still need to put into the ground. But the fence is up.
The majority is done.
Yeah.
And it looks really good.
Yeah. And we for the pilings for the posts, we just use reclaimed dock pilings.
They're freaking huge too.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere.
And it looks good.
It looks good.
We're excited. We had
a lot of help.
We had a lot of help with Magnolia Pines. Mm-hmm. Will has a skid steer, and he came out and he was a huge help. Running his skid steer. He helped set. We did some of the posts with our auger digging them out and kicking dirt in, but he's got a pounder for posts that just drives them straight into the ground, and
it
really
seems like
helped
those
out
are a lot more stable the way. Like with the pounder,
yeah.
Because we don't have to pack it in around it because, well, we're in Florida and all we got is sand and clay.
Yeah.
So.
But we got a little ahead of ourselves the first time that Will came out when we initially started stretching fence. We got all the posts in. Nicole and I did the corners ourselves, which was the hardest part, I think. And then it was getting late and the sun had gone down, and we were stretching the fence on a Saturday night, just trying to wrap it up. We should have called it earlier, but we were stretching fence, and we pulled it too hard, too tight, and we pulled an entire corner out of the ground. And Nicole, when she saw it, she started yelling, "Stop, stop, stop." And so we stopped and we went back and looked, because me and Will were 300 feet away at the other end.
We're getting this done.
We were
fine.
like, it's getting tight, it's getting tight. And then Nicole starts yelling, "Stop, stop." And then we went, I saw the corner and it had been pulled up like
he just wanted
3
to
feet
cry.
out of the ground, and it broke my heart because we had been working so hard.
It was
On this fence, and just to see that corner uprooted like that.
It was, we were done that day.
Yeah. And,
We did not do any more that day.
and I was like, you know what? Maybe we just do barbed wire. Maybe we just do barbed wire.
Maybe we'll just burn it all.
But
Never
Will,
mind.
my buddy Will, he's like, "Chip, we can fix this. This isn't over. We can make this right." And
Yeah,
he
thank
brought out
goodness.
some more. He brought out some more posts, some bigger, fatter posts that were longer, and we buried them in even deeper.
Yeah.
And now it's great. And
Yeah, Will really turned it around because Chip was so deflated.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times when I come in and I'm trying to cheer him up, he doesn't want to hear it. So it was good that he heard it from somebody else, like, "Look, it's fine. We can fix this." And, of course, Will turned around. He got the additional wood and everything already. So he just showed up with the fix and they got it fixed.
So a big shout out to Magnolia Pines for bringing the equipment to help us get it done and to keeping my spirits high.
Yeah, they're getting a whole hatching of chickens out of it.
We not just chickens. We hooked them up with 2 livestock guardian dogs.
Yep.
2 of our Anatolian Pyrenees, and we're brooding out some. We hatched some chickens for them
Now we're brooding them.
in the incubator. We're feathering them out, and they have a dozen chickens ready to go
Yep.
to their new farm.
Exactly. So it's all about helping each other out and, keep your friends close.
And Willie Miller closer.
Yeah, there you go. And hey, he's got a whole building named after him. So,
Yeah, the Miller Lodge.
They get all the credit around here.
Yeah.
They've helped us a lot. With structures and water lines and fencing.
Yeah.
And, it's good to have friends.
Yeah.
They're arguing over that brood box right now.
Yeah, there's a nesting box that 2 chickens are fighting over. I'm gonna go fix it.
All right, go ahead.
Your time's up.
She's been sitting too long.
You're done.
She's been sitting too long. I'm like, all righty, let's be done. Next egg. All right, there we go. Oh, geez, they're all complaining now.
All right.
Anyway.
Next chicken into the nesting box.
Next egg.
They're making us rich.
Next egg. I know, right? I'm talking about chicken. So Zachary's Polish operation is really moving forward. So obviously, if you guys have been following us for a while and watched these barn talks, we talked about the fact that Zach got a dozen hatching eggs of these Polish Tolbun chickens from a lady.
Tolbun Polish.
Yes.
Tolbun
Polish chickens.
Yes.
And so we hatched them, and we've been raising them, and it takes them a couple of months before they start laying.
Several months.
And now they have started laying. So we've been collecting eggs and we are incubating right now.
Yeah, right now we just went into lockdown today for Zachary's first 5.
They're not much, but now...
First 5 chicken eggs.
Yeah, we're about to be ready to incubate more. So once these are out, we'll be ready to collect more. It was just, they had just recently started laying, so he was excited, and we got the incubator started.
Yeah.
So this will be his first official Hidden Oaks Homestead hatchery.
Yeah.
So he's super excited.
He was so excited, he couldn't wait for more than 5 eggs. To be ready to get the incubator started. So, but we're in lockdown right now. So hopefully by the end of the weekend, we will have more day-old chicks.
Yep.
Speaking of chicks, so right now we got a brooder with the Miller's chickens. We have the incubator going for our Tobins.
Yep.
We just got in the mail 50 Cornish cross day-old meat birds.
More to follow on that separately.
So, they came in the mail. I almost forgot that we have even had these things on order.
Because they've been on order for a while.
For like 2 months.
Yeah.
We couldn't find them anywhere, and we found a hatchery in Alabama that had Cornish cross.
Yeah.
And what we like to do is we like to order them in bulk, grow them out, and then fill the freezer with chicken for the year.
Yep.
And I completely spaced that these things were going to be due. And I got a call at work, hey, the post office. And as soon as he said he was with the post office, I knew who he was.
Yeah.
And I was like, my chickens. So we were unprepared. Nicole was out of town. We had to get the kids. I had to go to the post office to pick them up, come home, and set up a brooder.
Yeah. Everybody survived, so that's good. Everybody's fluffing out.
And this is our first time using this brooder, or not this brooder.
This hatchery.
This hatchery. Nicole will leave the name of the hatchery in the description because I can't think of it right now.
And he ordered, so I have no
It's
clue.
something Valley hatchery. They're in Alabama. But this is the first hatchery that we've ordered from where every chick that they sent us was alive when we opened the box. They usually send you more than enough. Like they usually add in 3 or 4 extras just to cover any loss that you might sustain in the transit period for the chicks. So, but when we got them, everybody was alive. We got them into the brooder, and we haven't lost any yet. Usually, you have one dead in the box, and then you might lose a couple of weak ones that didn't do so well in the transit period.
Yeah. So
And
there she goes.
everybody's quiet now. But we didn't lose any in the box, and we haven't lost any since we put them in the brooder. Everybody's doing really well.
Everybody's doing well. So we got the Miller chickens that we're feathering out, or the Magnolia Pines chickens that we're feathering out. We got the broilers that we're raising, and in about a week we'll have to split them up because they're going to grow fast. And then in about 2 weeks they need to go outside on ground and grass.
Yep.
So we're going to be building more chicken tractors.
Yes.
We got more of that coming, and then we're going to let the local people know that had reached out to us previously that they'd like to have some hands-on classes, so we'll do that.
Yeah. We went a little more. We usually do 30, 40 chickens for our family for the year when we do it. But we've had a bunch of people reach out to us about wanting to do a chicken class. So we bought extra chickens. And what we want to do is once these guys are all feathered out and ready to go is bring people here and have chicken classes where people can come and learn how to process their own chickens and get to go home with a meat bird at the end of the day.
Yeah. And
we think that'll be fun for the community.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And there's been so many people reaching out that just they're trying to get into it, but it's scary, that first step.
Yeah.
So it's much nicer to learn hands-on than it is on video because you really still don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so it's much easier to do it hands-on, and so we're looking forward to doing that. And what other chickens do we have?
We have Bressies.
We do.
In the incubator from the Naked Gardeners.
Yes. So our friends in Texas, the Naked Gardeners, check them out. I'll leave a link down below for their channel as well. But they are starting a CSA, and part of that is their breasty chicken operation. And the breasty chicken, if you have not heard about them, they are great dual purpose birds, both for meat and for egg laying. And they get up to 6 pounds, I think, 4 to 6 pounds when they're fully grown. They take a little bit longer to grow out, but the meat quality is amazing. When we got together with them in Tennessee last year, they brought one along, and we kind of did a side-by-side comparison with a regular chicken and the breasty chicken, and the meat quality was amazing.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about these. They shipped them to us because we're kind of part of their beta testing.
Beta?
Beta.
Not beta, beta.
Beta.
Yeah.
Yeah, beta. They're beta testing to make sure, okay, everything arrives okay, nothing's broken, the shipping all works, and we're testing out the hatching rate for them. So we're super excited for them. They got a great operation going, and they're great people. They teach a lot of amazing things on their channel, and hands-on in Texas as well. So make sure you check them out, and we'll keep you updated.
Yeah, and the breasty is kind of an amazing breed of chicken. I think they're from France.
They are.
They're from
the
France.
breasty region.
So what's cool about them is compared to a Cornish cross or a Red Ranger, they're not going to get as big as your typical broiler. They're not going to grow out as fast. But unlike those breeds of birds, your typical meat birds, these you can breed yourself.
Right.
These you can grow out and raise them and harvest your own eggs and incubate your own meat birds. Where the Cornish cross, you can't do that because they're not gonna live long enough to reach maturity.
Yeah.
To where that they can lay their own eggs, because they put on so much weight so fast that they're gonna start dying of heart attacks and just their little legs aren't gonna be able to support their weight.
Yeah.
So you never are able to get a Cornish cross to being mature enough to lay eggs for you.
Yeah.
But with these breasties, they're not as big, so you can grow them out and you can harvest their eggs and incubate them, and you can have your own meat egg.
It's a really good, sustainable way to grow your own meat.
Yeah.
Because again, they'll lay eggs and you can grow them out, and that's the whole purpose for dual purpose birds. Now the breasty are not the only dual purpose birds. Basically any large chicken can be a good dual purpose bird, and what that means is they're large enough to provide a good amount of meat to be worth it and to actually process them. And they lay a good amount of eggs, and I think they still come in at 250 eggs a year, which is a significant amount of eggs per chicken. So that's a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
So that's the whole definition between dual purpose. And we're going to try to raise them out the French way, as our friends at the Naked Gardeners told us, which is basically, I think, the last 2 weeks of raising them out before processing. You feed them out with milk fermented corn. So that's going to be interesting to watch. We might do like a test and feed one half out this way and the other half that way and see. But we're pretty excited about it. So chickens, fence.
Chickens and fence, man.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm back home.
And
so now,
Nicole is home.
So we can get more stuff done now, because when it's just one of us, we're doing all the running around.
Yeah.
And between life, job, kids, farm, there's no time for projects.
When Nicole is gone, the kids and I are just in survival mode. Mm-hmm. There's no room for anything else. It's get home from work, get home from school, let's do homework, let's knock out barn chores, and let's get ready for bed to do it all again tomorrow. There's no time for any kind of extracurricular anything when Nicole's gone.
Not even laundry.
Not even laundry.
Because I come home after a week and that's what I do. Laundry for 2 weeks. But anyways, Nicole's got some laundry to go take care of right now. So we're going to get out of here. See you in the next one.
We'll see you guys.